got a good, your mind is a little bit, you know what I mean, three-dimensional.
No, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Here's a call in Stockton-On-Tees. Hello, Brian.
Yes, okay, Nick.
Yes, okay, Brian. Yes, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Yeah. I think we're on about the virus.
How are you?
I'm okay, mate.
Great.
How are yourself? Okay.
Yes.
I have nearly left a fortnight packed in smoking, Nick.
You packed in smoking? What do you want to do that for?
After 54 years
Wow.
of heavy smoking, I've lost a fortnight nearly. So I tell you what, my voice sounds a lot clearer through it. So
not really.
Yeah, well, it is better than what it was, Nick. You know.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I think it is anyway.
Don't you crave a ciggy?
It's my throat, you know, and I think it's a bit better.
Don't you crave a ciggy? What do you want to give up smoking now for? At your advanced age.
I tell you what, I'm doing great. I think the nicotine's out of my system. I've packed them before for 3 months, 5 weeks, 3 weeks, and I went back to them. So I could still go back to them, Nick.
Yes.
But this time I feel as strong as ever about it. You know, that I might do it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you informed about that, Nick, anyway.
Oh, I can't wait to get an update, mate.
That's if I don't snuff it through them, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's right.
But run about the demise of pubs and the high street and all that.
Shocking.
But don't you think this virus has just quickened that up, really? Don't you think that the demise of them had happened way before the virus?
I think the virus has fast-forwarded everything that was probably going to happen over the next 10 or 20 years, like working at home and all of that stuff, which would have been okay if it had happened slowly. We'd have been able to, to adapt to it. But happening all at once, it's going to be a catastrophe. Yeah,
and hopefully now, this inoculation, they've got it now. They're going to start inoculating people, against the virus in a month or so, a couple of weeks or a month.
Well, so they say.
And let's hope it beats it, because we're complaining now. I know you've been complaining. We've got to learn to live with it, Nick. You've been saying that for a while, haven't you? But don't forget, why they might be going down this path is they're covering the backs. I mean, I agree with you about in America about Trump. I think he's a nutcase. It's turned out he's a nutcase. You know what I mean? But you've got to give him. It probably cost him another 4-year term, because he said the same as you. You've got to learn to live with this virus. He said that, didn't he? That's the only thing. You agreed with him there. But it's costing him.
I don't recall him saying that.
Oh yeah, he's been saying keep America open.
Yeah. Well, you know why he said that?
Yeah.
It's because his business is in hospitality. His hotels. Yeah. So when hotels are shut, he ain't making no money no more.
No, but come on, you were saying the same thing, so you know what I mean? And you haven't got things like that, so
no.
You can't just say that. I mean, there's a lot of people in this country, other experts saying we're going down the wrong path as well, same as you.
Yeah.
I agree with you actually on this.
What?
I think we should be learning to live with it a little bit more.
It's the same with. There's so many things that are more dangerous that we do live with, like tobacco, for instance.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think tobacco has killed 100 million people worldwide, and yet it's still available where you can buy comics.
Yeah. But I think actually this Brexit thing, when it happens, I think all this leading up to it, when Brexit does finally happen, I think that we're going to be looking into things. So, see, we're going to need to change things the way things are going. And I think we have to be a sovereign country to do that, Nick. I know you don't agree with that.
You're deliberately trying to wind me up now, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You buttered me up with agreeing with me right at the beginning now, and now comes the hammer. Yes, here we go.
No, but when you have a talk on a radio show like this, Nick,
yes,
you've got to have disagreements. What I don't like about your show is, do you mind me telling you this? You have too many people. You have too many people on who agree with it.
That's because I talk a lot of sense.
Well, you haven't done a Brexit. You've talked a lot of rubbish.
No,
I mean,
I think you'll find that I am completely correct in every respect.
You will find out at on January the 1st that we will get a good deal in the end. We will get a good deal, and if they don't offer us a good deal, we'll have a no deal, which we'll get away with that as well.
Well, it won't kill us, but we won't be as well off as we would have been. Neither are we as well off as we would have been had we not gone through this catastrophic clown show of Brexitopia.
I'll tell you why we were better off, shall I? We've just paid for 2019. It was 15 billion, but after
it doesn't matter what figures you throw at me. It's being in a club, Brian. You get more from being in a club than the dues
we don't
cost you.
Actually.
Of course we do.
No, we don't. I'll tell you why, shall I? If you give me just a minute. We just sent a cheque to them for 2019 of 10.6 billion, right? Mm-hmm. And your argument is that we get 10 times more than that back.
About that, yeah.
For being in the club.
Yeah.
But how can you say that if you can't gauge it against anything else? Because we've been in 40-odd years, and you'll only be able to gauge it when we've left for a couple of years, and you see how much we're making by not paying the 10 billion. Do you understand?
No.
So it doesn't hold water what you're saying, Nick. Does it really?
Well then neither does anything that you're saying.
But you make this point all the time.
I mean,
you can't.
Yeah, but if you're making the point that I can't tell because there isn't another exact country like ours that happened to be outside of the EU all of these years that we can compare ourselves with, then neither can you make any of the points that you're making.
But I've said in 2 years we're going to find 2 or 5 years. If we start doing our own trade deals.
But even then you won't be able to tell, Brian, because there won't be another exact country like ours that stayed in while we were out.
Yes, but we just got a trade deal with Canada. There's good signs.
No, we did not get a trade. We did not get a. No, we did not get a trade. No, we did not get a trade deal with Canada.
But in all the news, we have.
We had an agreement to carry on as we were.
Yeah.
We've shot ourselves in the foot for the exact same thing we had before.
Japan is an enhanced one. Japan.
Oh, Japan. Would you do me a favour? Japan. Do you know anything about the deal that we got with Japan? Because I do. Right.
Go on then.
All right. You tell me what you know about Japan.
We got the same deal as the EU, but it's enhanced that we have enhanced on that by about $1 billion or $2 billion. It's better. It's actually better than the EU's deal.
Oh.
The EU are complaining about
what are you talking about? This is just desperate from you, Brian. And I know that you called up. You called up just to wind me up because that's what you do.
No,
you don't have anything left in life after you've given up cigarettes.
The thing is, Nick, we're going to soon find out, aren't we, either way, who's right or wrong.
Right. Liz Truss has been accused of misleading MPs and the public over her Japan trade deal because all the tariff wins are for goods that the UK does not export to Japan anyway. Just 10 of the 9,444 products will enjoy lower taxes. 10 out of 9,444. A list of obscure items such as birds' eggs, raw hides, fur skins and handbags. And ultra-strong spirits of at least 90% alcohol. Maybe that's what you've been drinking, Brian.
I tell you what, I bet they give us a good deal, Nick.
Who? Japan?
Give us a good deal.
This is EU. This is Japan. The EU will give us a deal like a parent in a supermarket whose child has fallen to the floor and is screaming. Just to shut us up.
So that means if they don't give us what we want, they're in trouble, aren't they?
No, they're not in trouble. We're in trouble. This flag-waving nonsense about them needing us more than we need them is just that, nonsense.
They've got no fish. No fish.
Oh, my God. Right? Will you people stop going on about the blooming fish?
Hang on. They've got no 10.6 billion.
Yeah.
And they probably won't get the 39 billion that we were going to give them to give us a trade deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Right.
Nearly 40 billion.
Okay. Anything you say, Brian.
The thing is, they're going to give us a deal, aren't they?
Yes, of course they will. Because they're not stupid. It would be better for them to get a deal. It's vital for us to get a deal because the one that we were hoping to get from the Orange Nightmare in the White House isn't going to happen anymore.
I'll say one thing before I go, shall I? We don't get sovereignty back. we'll have no deal.
Sovereignty. This country is being run by Boris Johnson's girlfriend at the moment. What are you talking about?
But why don't you want to have sovereignty for this country, Nick?
Sovereignty. What does that even mean?
It means we get our own waters back.
Our own waters. Oh, for crying out loud! Just because a fish happens to swim through our waters doesn't make it ours.
Why should we have a law of justice over there telling us what to do with our laws?
Do you feel that you have any control over the laws of this country? Do you think that the people in this country we have zero control? We're being fined. We can complain, but we'll be fined if we do.
Yeah, we won't vote him in next time, will we, if they don't listen to us? You know?
Yeah, so in the meantime, they can do anything they want for the next 5 years. Anyway, Brian, please, I'm begging you, take up cigarettes again for the benefit of my health.
This is LBC.